I'm about to do your Scorpio Love Tarot reading for March 2022. And in this Scorpio Love reading, we're going to take a behind-the-scenes peek at your romantic person of interest. Scorpio, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Scorpio Love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Scorpio tarot reading for you. Let's get on with this Scorpio love reading for today, because today we are going to take a behind-the-scenes peek at your romantic person of interest. So whoever this is that you're romantically involved with, romantically thinking about, or just romantically energetically connected to in some way, we're going to take a good hard look behind the scenes at what's going on with this person, find out what your attention and your awareness might need to be brought to about them. That way you can figure out how to best navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person that you're connected to. I'm going to do that by getting 5 cards to represent your person's energy here in March 2022. And then I'm going to clarify all of it with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on with this person that you're romantically connected to. Now, I do want you to keep in mind that this is not a personal reading. This is a general collective reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. Now, if a personal reading with me is something that you're interested in, you can find all the information about my personal readings in the description, as well as the first pinned comment right below this video. But this is a general collective reading, which means I'm tapping into the collective energy for a large group of Scorpio people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. And that really means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with literally every single Scorpio person on the whole planet all at the same time, because not every Scorpio person is going through the same situation or experiencing the same set of energies all at the same time. It's also important to keep in mind in collective readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers. So even though this is a reading for Scorpio about your romantic person of interest, for some people it's going to get flipped around and this will actually be a reading about Scorpio, especially for cross watchers, which means if you're not a Scorpio and you're just watching this Scorpio love reading because you're interested in a Scorpio and you want to know what's going on with them, I'm totally cool with that. But just keep in mind that especially for cross watchers, energies are very prone to get flipped around backwards. So even though this should be describing you if you're a cross watcher, it might actually be describing Scorpio for you. So on this one, you're going to just have to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you should still probably watch the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos, the information about my personal readings, the different tarot decks that I'm using, crystals for Scorpio, cool merchandise like the t-shirts and the coffee mugs that I have, oracle decks, all kinds of fun, helpful stuff. There's links to all of it in the description right below this video. I'm even giving away free Scorpio t-shirts and free Scorpio coffee mugs. So the links to all that's in the description below. But enough yakking. Let's get on with this Scorpio love reading for March 2022. And let's start by getting 5 cards for what's going on with Scorpio's romantic person of interest here in March 2022, please. What does Scorpio's attention and awareness need to be brought to about this person that they're romantically connected to here in March 2022? All right, let's get one more for what's going on with Scorpio's person of interest. Thank you. Okay, we'll take that one too, I guess. We'll take that one here at the end with that one. Your person got an extra card on me here. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is Virgo energy. This is usually someone who's got their finances together. They've got their material possessions in order. They've got their physical reality kind of dialed in. A lot of times this will represent someone who owns a business or is an independent contractor or works for themselves, somebody who's good at building things, building empires. This could be someone who is in a managerial position where they work, possibly having, some sort of authority in the business that they work in. Usually this is a kind and generous energy. This is one half of the people who build the Ten of Pentacles. He would work together as equals with the Queen of Pentacles to build the Ten of Pentacles, the maximum stability and abundance and prosperity and the stable, happy home life that we all want. Right under that, we have the Emperor. So this is Aries energy. This is an energy of taking control of a situation, taking charge of a situation, possibly setting some boundaries on something. This is a master manifester kind of an energy here. This is someone who has all the tools and all the resources to put together a plan to get what they want and then to execute that plan. So this is about taking control of the situation here. Right under that, I have a King of Swords, which is Gemini energy. Sometimes this could be Aquarius energy. I guess sometimes this could be Taurus energy, but this is Virgo, this is Gemini. I've got 3 different masculine energies right here. The Emperor can represent all 4 kings rolled up into one person here, but I've got an earth sign, I've got an air sign here. The King of Swords is the chief decision-making energy in the tarot deck. This is someone who makes decisions, but when they make their decisions, they're doing that from an emotionally disconnected place. This is someone who does not consult his emotions when he decides. He doesn't consult his intuition when he decides. This is a very smart, logical, rational, analytical kind of a person who's only really interested in what he can see right in front of him. What are the truth and the facts of the matter? And he's going to make his decision based on that alone. He doesn't care about the emotions for you or anyone else involved, even himself. Doesn't care about the story behind what's going on. Just what can he see right in front of him. So we have some sort of a decision here being made about the love connection here. The Lovers is more Gemini energy. This is a powerful love connection between 2 people. This is divine feminine, divine masculine energy being represented on the same card. This can be like a power couple. This usually represents 2 people who are probably supposed to be together here. But a long time ago, before this card was called the Lovers, it was called the Choice. So this often has something to do with a choice in the love connection, some sort of a decision in the love connection, or even a decision, a choice between 2 lovers. Right under the Lovers, I have the 2 of Cups, which is Cancer energy. This is the minor arcana version of the Lovers here. This is a connection between the 2 people. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it is a 2. And in tarot, 2s represent needing to make a choice. So I'm seeing some definite choice in this love connection here. And this is very weird because I don't read reversals when cards come out upside down. I just automatically turn them right side up and go on unless one screams at me not to. I also don't keep reversals in my deck, and I have a reversed card here next, the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. This is a card of commitment. This is about taking things to the next level. It's about being in a committed relationship and advancing that, going to the point of possibly marriage. But it's upside down, which means there is a commitment that's still present between the 2 of you here. Something's wrong with it though. Something's delayed about it. Something's wrong. It's the commitment is upside down. And right under that, I have the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love and emotion. So either we've got some choice between 2 lovers that your person is trying to make, or there's a powerful connection between the 2 of you, and something, it looks like it may have gone from being the potent version to being not quite as potent, to now the commitment is upside down. And this is a decision here about either having a new beginning in love and emotions with someone that's not you, or starting over at square one in this love connection with you, maybe trying to turn the commitment around. I'm not 100% sure which, but we're going to see here. I'm putting the Hierophant back in right side up. I'm not 100% sure why I'm seeing 3 masculine energies like this right at the very beginning. I don't know if this is trying to tell me that your person is in control of this decision, and maybe they have two very distinct sides to them. One side that's very kind and generous and possibly even nurturing, and another side that might seem cold and calculated at times. Unless this is saying, Scorpio, that you have two different people here, or possibly three different people that you're trying to make a decision between. We will have to see how this plays out as it goes along. I'll come back to this more as we move through the reading to see how this relates. Usually clarifies itself more as I go along. In your person's energy here for March 2022, Scorpio, we got the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the Hermit, the Devil, and these two came out together at the end. We got the Sun and the Knight of Swords. So I'm going to read those two together when we get to that point. But this 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy. The first card out in a person's energy is always the most important card. So for your person here in March 2022, Scorpio energy is right at the beginning here. This is sadness and remorse about the past. This is about being focused on these 3 cups that have been spilled, and all the love and emotions that have been spilled and wasted, all the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled and wasted. In the meantime, there is 2 cups that are upright and full of love and emotions in the background. We saw those 2 cups in the story on the bottom of the deck right here, which can represent a connection between the 2 of you. It can even represent a choice in the connection between the 2 of you. But right now, your person's focus is in the wrong spot. That's what this card is really about. It's about where a person's focus is, and that dictating to them the emotions and the energies that they're feeling. Your focus literally determines the emotions that you feel. So if you're focused, if your person here is focused on something from the past, they're going to feel the way they felt in the past. If they're focused on something that they've lost, they're going to feel the loss. If they're focused on something they think is missing, they're going to feel that gap in their life. So this is about your person not necessarily having their focus in the best of spots, which can cause them to miss the connection. It can cause them to miss an opportunity for that in the background here. So let's clarify this. What is going on with this 5 of Cups? Why is that here for Scorpio's person? Okay, we're going to take some extra cards, it would appear. Okay, thank you. Put them in the right order. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. This is Aquarius energy. This is a card of wish fulfillment. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. In a love reading, this can signify that your person views you as a gift to them from the universe, that they're viewing you as the one for them. However, this is also card 17 of the major arcana. Card 16, the card right before this, is the Tower. So you never make it to the Star energy without going through a Tower moment of some kind first, where everything comes apart, everything comes crashing down. There's this abrupt shift, abrupt change, where nothing's the same as it was the day before that happened. Something came apart for your person. Even though the Tower is not actually out here, I know it happened because we have the Star. When the Tower happens and everything comes crashing down all around your person, a lot of times it's very hard to see the path moving forward from there. The Star is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the way for them so they can see their path moving forward. It's where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. So your person is having some sadness and remorse about something that happened in the past. There was some Tower moment in the past where things came apart, possibly in this connection. And they're having the hope that that can be healed here. That's it, yeah, but they have the 10 of Cups right under that. This is Pisces energy. This is the happy fairy tale ending card, the happy fairy tale love connection that we all dream of. This is most people's goal in terms of love and emotions and relationships. This is 2 people who are happy together and fully in love, making a happy family, happy home life. Again, most people's goal in love and emotions. And I have the World right under that, which is the final card of the major arcana. This is the ending of a cycle, and at the same time, the beginning of a new cycle. And the 4 of Pentacles under that. Capricorn energy of holding on tightly and not wanting to let go of something. So we've had an ending of a cycle between the two of you. We've had a tower moment at some point. Your person feels like you're the one for them, and they believe they had the 10 of Cups with you, and then something changed. That cycle ended, and a new cycle has begun. And in this new cycle, they're still not wanting to let go of you. They're wanting to hold on to you still. Having sadness and remorse about the past. I don't know if that means that they're having sadness and remorse because the connection's over, or if there's sadness and remorse because they did something to cause that tower to happen. They caused the ending of the cycle, and now they're not wanting to let go. It's possible. To clarify this 5 of Cups, I have the 2 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, Death, and the Page of Wands. So this 2 of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is a card of balance, but it's more about your person being off balance. They're trying to maintain their balance. They're trying to regain their balance since their balance has been thrown off. You can see with the waves in the background here that the water represents their emotions, and there's waves in it, which means their emotions are all rough and choppy and up and down with peaks and valleys in it. So they're emotionally off balance. They're physically off balance. This is a 2, and 2s represent decisions or choices. So they're weighing their options on something here. They're looking at the pros and cons and asking questions like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Can this be healed or won't this be healed? Is this over with? Have I lost it all? Or do we still have a connection here? Your person is asking some kind of question like that where it's 2 opposite ends of something, and they're off balance trying to figure it out, and they're not really sure what to do here. Next, we have the King of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. Sometimes this is Pisces energy. The King of Cups is pretty much the counterbalance to this King of Swords that we're seeing here in the overall energy. This is someone who, when they make their decisions, they're completely emotionally detached. They don't consult their emotions at all. This is a very cerebral person, conscious mind person, head over heart, completely when they decide things. This is pretty much the opposite end of that. This is someone who has a lot of love and emotions for you. They may not necessarily outwardly express that because the King of Cups doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't always publicly broadcast how he feels about something, but he definitely has the feels. It's also someone who, no matter how rough and choppy the waters get around him, remember I said the waters for your person are rough and choppy, and they are around the King of Cups too, but no matter how rough and choppy it gets, he doesn't let his emotions display. He doesn't show how he's feeling. So you could be in the same room with this person and they could be in complete emotional turmoil and you would never really know that. And likewise, they could be madly in love with you and you would never really know that because they don't express that kind of stuff. They keep that to themselves. But when it comes to making decisions, the King of Cups does listen to his intuition. He does consult his emotions when he decides things. He just doesn't let it cloud his judgment. So there's 2 cards there, 3 cards in a row that tell me your person is emotionally off balance here. Their focus is in the wrong spot. That's got them feeling rough, negative emotions that are no fun to deal with. They do have a lot of love and emotions for you still, and we see an energy of them wanting to heal this and still holding on tightly. I'll be damned, right under this 4 of Pentacles, holding on tight, not wanting to let go, I have the 5 of Cups again, which is the card I'm clarifying, sadness and remorse about the past. So your person is heavily focused on the past, and that's messing with what they're feeling. The next card to clarify that 5 of Cups is the 7 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is a period of time that your person is taking to pause and reflect and take stock of the connection between the two of you, to take stock of this whole situation that you guys are finding yourself in. And what they're doing is taking a look at the seeds that were planted between the two of you, and they're trying to decide, is this going to grow into the 10 of Pentacles that I want, that maximum stability and abundance and prosperity that they want, that happy, stable home life. The 10 of Pentacles also represents the combining together of 2 people or 2 families and all their assets and resources, like combining that into one family to make that happy, stable home life that we all want. Again, overall energy is the King of Pentacles. He's one half of the team that works together to build the 10 of Pentacles. So this is your person taking stock of all this and trying to decide, is this going to turn into the Ten of Pentacles? Is this worth me investing my time, effort, and energy into, or continuing to invest into, or even reinvest into? Or is this a spot where it's not going to pan out the way they want, and maybe they should just cut their losses and move on? So this represents that period of time where they're pausing to reflect and ask those kinds of questions. That could be one of the things they're doing here in this Two of Pentacles energy. Is this going to pan out? Or should I cut my losses and move on? They're going back and forth and not really sure. Next we have Death, which is Scorpio energy, the Scorpio Major Arcana card. This is an ending to something. This is about something dying so that it can be either reborn again in a new, more beautiful way, or it's about something dying and falling away so something new can come in to take its place. This is an ending here. A lot of times this will represent a very painful transformation process. So if you think about like a caterpillar, it goes into a cocoon. And when it comes out of the cocoon, it's not a caterpillar anymore. It comes out as a beautiful butterfly instead. But while it was in that cocoon, it was going through a painful transformation. It was not fun and games for the caterpillar. It wasn't having a party in there. It was actually dying. The caterpillar aspect of itself was dying in a painful metamorphosis. And it came out something better. So a lot of times this can represent going through a really hard situation, your person is, but they come out of it better than they were when they went in. Sometimes this just represents the death of the connection. Final card to clarify that Five of Cups is the Page of Wands. Pages are messengers. So this is news and messages and communication about passion and desire. Could be your person wanting to communicate with that and not doing it. It could also, this represents the minor arcana version of the Fool, which is about just taking the blind leap of faith and just going for it. This is a more toned down version of that. This is about having the willingness to take the very first steps down a new path towards something they have passion and desire for. Now, this could be telling me that's what your person has the sadness and remorse about, the passionate messages, the passionate communications. They had the willingness to take steps down a new path towards something they had passion for. That could be what caused the Tower moment, which is why the Star is showing up on the bottom of the deck. That could be why there was an ending of a cycle in this Ten of Cups that they had, and why they're still holding on and not letting go and having, again, sadness and remorse about it. It could be that they're not satisfied with the fact that this connection's dead, and they have the willingness to take steps down the new path toward re-sparking the connection with you. I'm not really feeling that, though. The next card in your person's energy is the Eight of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is a card of detachment. This is emotional detachment, physical detachment, like physically walking away. The person in this card is walking away from 8 full cups of love. And they're doing that because they're not completely happy. They're not fully emotionally content with what they have. They think there's something better out there for them. So they're making the very difficult but conscious decision to walk away from these 8 cups to go down a new path that they think leads them to their emotional happiness and fulfillment. They're walking away from 8 cups, going off in search of the 9th and the 10th cup. Sometimes this is like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence syndrome, where the person thinks it might be greener on the other side and they walk away to go find out. A lot of times when a person does this Eight of Cups bit, they're doing it with some uncertainty. And when they find out the grass isn't greener over there, sometimes they try to come back. So that could be what's going on. Your person could have had taken some steps toward passion in a new direction and killed this connection, and now they're regretting doing that. They're regretting the walking away to see if it was greener on the other side, because it turns out it wasn't. Tell me more about this Eight of Cups for Scorpio's person, please. What is the Eight of Cups here? On the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is an energy of taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. Sometimes this is a break in the connection, a pause in the connection. especially if they detached and walked away to see if the grass was greener. This is the break that you guys took. This is also an energy of choosing to go internal, to do some thinking about something, to try to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Ace of Cups is next. This is a new beginning in love and emotions. I feel like a double meaning on this. I think your person walked away and took steps down a new path towards something they were passionate about. I think they took a break from the connection with you to go have this new beginning in love and emotions somewhere else. And I also think that now that they've walked away, they regret that they did that. And now they're doing some thinking during this break to try to figure out what to do moving forward from here so that they can get the cup of love with you back, so they can fill it back up and start over at square one with you. Yeah, there's the Hierophant right under that. Commitment, taking things to the next level, being in a committed connection again. The Lovers. Gemini energy. This is Taurus energy, by the way. Gemini energy. A powerful connection here, but it can also represent a choice in the connection, a choice between lovers. Judgment right under that. More major arcana energy. This is a final decision being made. This is passing final verdict and judgment on a situation, making the final decision. It's usually a decision about, is this connection between us dead and over with, like we see here with this Death card? Or can we resurrect this? Can we bring it back to life? Can we call it back from the grave and transform it in a way that it's never going to be the same again? Can we bring it back from the dead and come out the other side of this better than we were before? I think your person is trying to figure that out. I think that's exactly what they want to do now, because I have the Knight of Cups here. Knights are action takers and cups are about love and emotions. So this is actions toward love and emotions. Romantic offers, romantic gestures, taking steps toward love, trying to advance this love connection. Notice he's carrying this Ace of Cups that's here, and that seems to be what your person's trying to figure out. Again, though, I'm feeling a double meaning to this whole story right here, because apparently your person walked away and took steps down a new path and took these actions toward love and emotions towards someone else. That's why there was a break. That's why there was this detachment that we're clarifying right now and them walking away. There was a new cup of love, and they walked away from a commitment to go see what was up with that. And now they have a choice between lovers to make, and they've made their choice. Think they caused a sticky situation is what it's looking like here. To clarify this Eight of Cups for your person, Scorpio, I got the High Priestess, the Three of Wands, and the Empress. The High Priestess is she who knows. She sits in front of the veil of consciousness right here. So she has access to all information that you and I as humans don't have access to. She knows everything. She sees everything. The problem with her is she doesn't always tell us everything. Sometimes there's stuff that we're just not meant to know as humans. Sometimes there's stuff that we don't need to know until it's time for us to know. At which point she clues you in through your intuition, through gut feelings, through signs, synchronicities, dreams with messages. A lot of times she'll represent that there's something that you don't know. And a lot of times she'll also represent the exact opposite of that there's something that you do know. Your intuition has been telling you the whole time. Your gut feelings have been telling you the whole time. Now, she is also the first feminine energy of the tarot deck. She represents the divine feminine energy, which is depicted as one half of the people on the Lover's card. She represents the unconscious mind. She represents the intuition, the water in the tarot deck. You notice how her blue dress flows down and it turns into a waterfall as it runs off the edge of the card. She is the source of all the water throughout the tarot deck. Any card that has water on it that's about love and emotions, the entire Cups suit, all of that water originates from her. So in a love reading, she can represent that from your person's point of view. The connection with you is deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just something emotional. It's a very powerful connection, divine connection. We have card 2 of the major arcana here. So she rules over all the 2s of the 4 suits of the deck, all the decisions, the choices. She rules over all of that. We also have card 3 of the major arcana, her sister, the Empress. Notice how the water flows off of the card here, and you can see it flowing behind her in the background here. It comes right on through behind her and flows off into the next set of cards. So we're making some sort of progress, it looks like here, going from the 2 to the 3. But in the middle of that, we have the 3 of Wands, which is Aries energy. This is an energy of being at the beginning stages of manifesting something. Like in the 2 of Wands, your person was at a fork in the road, a crossroads, in their life, like a decision point about which path led them to the world that they really wanted. And which path do they have to leave behind in order to get there? Well, in the 3 of Wands, that choice has already been made. They've decided what world they want and which path leads them to that. And they've already started taking active steps down that path. And they have a positive expectancy that the thing that they want is actually going to happen for them. It just hasn't happened yet. And it hasn't materialized in the physical reality yet. And they're still waiting on it. So this is an energy of them having chosen their path and then waiting on that to pan out and having a positive expectancy that it will. I think the path that they've chosen is they want to come back to you now. I think they've chosen which of the 2 lovers they want, and they want to get the commitment back with you. They want to start back over at square one with you. I think they've already started taking actions toward love and emotions in your direction, and they're waiting on something to happen. I have the Empress next, which is card 3 of the major arcana. So just like the High Priestess, card 2 rules over the 2s of the deck, she rules over the 3s of the different suits of the deck. She is the mother of the tarot deck. She represents all 4 queens rolled into one person. We did see the Emperor here in the overall energy of the reading. She's the counterpart to the Emperor. Notice though that there is a separation between them. There's distance between them. He's not on the top. He's underneath something here. Now, she is perpetually pregnant. So she's always giving birth to something. So she represents the birth of something new, or the rebirth of this connection, possibly a dual meaning in both of those. Like they could have walked away because even though they felt the connection was deep and they tried to birth something new somewhere else, and now they regret doing that, they're remorseful about that, they're being drawn back to you, and they've started taking those steps and they're waiting on something to happen. They could be waiting on rebirthing this connection with you. They could be waiting on you for something here. I think what they're waiting on is how to figure out how to get that cut back so they can take those actions. They're trying to figure out which actions they need to continue taking so that they don't have to wait on it anymore and it can be rebirthed with you. The next card in your person's energy for March 2022, Scorpio, is the Hermit. This is more Virgo energy. We already saw Virgo energy with this King of Pentacles in the overall energy of the reading. This is a card of withdrawal, isolation. It's about being forced to go inside themselves to do some soul searching, some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation. What they're doing is shining this light, this inner light down in the shadows of themselves, taking a good long hard look at themselves to find out what the hell's going on in here so they can figure out how to move forward. This tells me though there's probably not much communication between the two of you. Either communication is shut down completely or it's a lot less than it was before. I do have a page out here, but again, this is what they're having sadness and remorse about. I think they were communicating passionately with someone else and took the first steps down that path with someone else. The thing about the Hermit, it's the major arcana version of this Four of Swords energy that we just saw them in. This is about choosing to go inside themselves, taking a break to think about something, to figure out how to move forward. This card, This energy is not a choice. No one voluntarily chooses to go into hermit mode. Something happens and it forces you into hermit mode. What typically happens is the tower, which even though it's not out here, I know there was a tower because we had the star on the bottom of the deck, and you don't make it to the star without the tower. The star is also in the Hermit's lantern. Another thing that could force you into hermit mode is the Ten of Swords, like a swift ending to something. I guess death could force you into the hermit here. Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, very negative type energies like that typically will force somebody into hermit mode. But that's where your person is here. Tell me about the Hermit for Scorpio's person. Why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here for Scorpio's person? March 2022, please. Really? Well, I guess that makes sense. Let's get one more on the Hermit, please. Thank you. Make sure nothing flipped over in there. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. Again, Gemini energy. This is divine counterparts. This is power couple. This is a powerful love connection. And at least from your person's point of view, they believe that the two of you are supposed to be together. Right under that, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is more Virgo energy. This is a card of work. It's about putting in the work on something to get what you want, putting in the time, effort, and energy on something, or at the very least, being willing to put in the work, the time, effort, and energy here on this connection. I think your person's doing some serious soul searching about this connection and wanting to put the work in on it now. Four of Swords. There's a break in the connection. There's a pause where your person is trying to figure out, how do I put the work in on this to get this connection back with Scorpio? To clarify the Hermit, I got the Magician, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups. Now, we've got the divine counterparts here. First card to clarify this Hermit is the Magician. This is the Mac Daddy master manifester of the tarot deck. He's got all the tools, abilities, resources, everything he needs to manifest or create from nothing, whatever it is his will desires. He's got all four aces on the table in front of him. The aces are the ones of the four suits. Those four ones represent 1111, which is not just on my shirt, it's the number of manifestation. So this person is actively trying to manifest something here in this love connection. They're actively trying to manifest, putting in the work on that. There's a break right now, but next here we have the Ace of Cups, starting it over from square one, the Hierophant again, getting the commitment back, the Knight of Cups again, taking actions toward love and emotions here. So that's what they're trying to manifest while you're not hearing from them, while they're in hermit mode doing some deep inner reflection, possibly also reflecting on the actions that they took here. Because I see right from the first card, the most important card for them, sadness and remorse about the past. The next card is they walked away, they detached and went down a new path. That's what caused the problems to begin with. That's what's thrown everything off balance. That's what's caused the death, was the passionate messages, the taking the steps down that new path. So they're definitely taking a good hard look at themselves and the actions that they took and what it is they're trying to manifest. Now, like I said, we have the divine counterparts here. This is the first card one of the major arcana. So he's the divine masculine of the tarot deck. Card 2 of the major arcana is sitting right next to him, the High Priestess. So divine masculine, divine feminine. This is every bit as good as the Lovers. And I have both of them out here at the same time. So your person definitely feels the power of this connection. From their point of view, they're viewing this connection as the one they're supposed to be with. I have another way of seeing that out here too, because their last clarifier for the Hermit is the Queen of Cups. The King of Cups is already out here clarifying their Five of Cups. Counterparts. This is two cards that are supposed to be together, which usually represents two people who are probably supposed to be together, at least from your person's point of view here. She's Cancer energy. This is a lot of love and emotions that your person has for you. The Queen of Cups wants to express her love and emotions. She wants to give her love and emotions. It's a loving, mothering, nurturing energy. It's also the most intuitive queen in the deck. I've got where the intuition sourced from right here with the High Priestess. I've got a lot of love and emotions, a lot of intuition out here. Now, this is possible how your person is viewing you. And in Hermit mode, they're taking some time to figure out how to manifest this and how to get you back. I have card 1, 2, and 3 of the major arcana all out here. I got a Virgo energy of the King of Pentacles, and right under that is card 4 of the major arcana. So I have a lot of really powerful energy out here. Now, in terms of zodiac signs, I've seen quite a bit of Virgo. I've seen quite a bit of Scorpio, a little Pisces. I've seen some Aries. I've seen quite a bit of Gemini here. Again, there's Gemini with the King of Swords and Gemini with the Lovers, and a choice in this connection and about the commitment here. Got a little bit of Taurus that I've seen, a little bit of Capricorn. I've got quite a bit more Capricorn here. You could be dealing with any of those signs. You could be dealing with literally any sign. This is a general collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with specifically, because I'm not tapping into your energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the collective energy. So I'm just trying to call out all the ones that prominently stick out to me, just in case they have any meaning for you. But also here to clarify, the Hermit, right between the Magician and the Queen of Cups, is the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually a heavy toxic energy. This can be addiction or obsession with something. It can be a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like they can't escape, feeling like something's controlling them. It's the very next card that I'm going to clarify for them next. Another thing this can represent is this connection has so much power to it. It has so much magnetic pull to it that they feel like they can't escape it. These two people that are chained to the podium the Devil is sitting on are the same two people from the Lovers card here. So this can be, from their point of view, such a powerful connection that they feel like they can't escape it. They feel like they're supposed to be here with you, that there's no way they can get away from that now. They have all this love and emotions for you. Again, next card in their energy is that same Devil card. This can also represent like an element of your person's shadow. Like it can represent a toxic part of them. It can represent maybe the person that they walked away to go try and start something with. It could be a karmic person from that they're connected to, a lesson they were supposed to learn. This can be a piece of their shadow, like a part of themselves that they don't like. And what the Hermit is doing is looking in the shadows of himself to figure out what the hell's going on with me so I can move forward from here. This could be a piece of your person that they don't like, that they don't want you to see. They don't want other people to see. Hell, they don't even want to look at it themselves, so they hide it in the shadows. They push it down. They repress it. They try to pretend like it's not there. They don't want to face it and deal with it. And when they do that, it ends up creating that scenario where it controls a piece of their life. Not 100% sure what the Devil is about, but we're going to see right now what's going on with this Devil card for Scorpio's person. Why is the Devil here for Scorpio's person in March 2022? Bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy. Sadness and remorse about the past. I'm feeling like your person is obsessing about you. I feel like your person is stuck to you. They're obsessing about the past and the love that was spilled out and the emotions that were spilled out. The connection is still right there behind them. Their focus is just in the wrong spot. I don't think your person is in control of where their focus is. I think their focus is dictating to them where it's going to go, and that's dictating to them the emotions that they're feeling. It could be possible that your person is feeling controlled by their guilt. They could have a lot of guilt for what they did. They could just be feeling like they can't escape Scorpio. Got the Wheel of Fortune right under that. This is sometimes divine timing. We see them waiting on something here. Sometimes this is the Wheel of Fate. I know your person is drained feeling, that's for sure, because I keep fighting off a yawn now. And that didn't really start until I got to this devil energy when I clarified the Hermit. But this can be the Wheel of Destiny. This can be like a fated event. Your person could feel like being with you is destiny. That's what they're supposed to do. That's who they're supposed to be with. Yeah, I think that's it. They're also probably obsessing about what's happened here and wanting to turn that around. To get back to this Ten of Cups, this Pisces energy of a happy fairy tale love connection. I guess I didn't tell you in terms of zodiac signs, the Wheel of Fortune is the 4 fixed signs. So Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Pisces energy, the happy fairy tale ending. They could be obsessing about the happy fairy tale ending. I think that's it. 4 of Pentacles, not wanting to let go of you, not wanting to lose you. Holding on tight to that, obsessively holding on to you. Even though there's been an ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle here. I think that's what they're wanting. Wow. This is the last card of the major arcana. It's the ending and at the same time the new beginning. At the end of this card, you would start back over at card 0, the Fool. And that's exactly what's next in line here. Card 0, the Fool, the new beginning, taking the leap of faith. Like, not needing to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before they take the first step, not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before they take the first step. It's just saying, you know what, I can't escape this, screw it, I'm going for it, and I'll figure out what to do on my way. I think your person is obsessing about you because they feel the power of the connection now and they feel like they can't escape it. And they're draining the shit out of me now. To clarify the devil, I got the Page of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and Justice. This Page of Swords, again, pages are messengers, so this is news, messages, communications. This is also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, trying to figure something out. Notice the Page of Swords, the way he's looking off the card, he's looking to the past. The very first card for your person is the 5 of Cups, like thinking about the past and having sadness and remorse about the past. Here on the bottom of the deck is that same card, sadness and remorse about the past. Your person is trying to figure out what to do about the past, obsessively. And I think they want to communicate with you. I just don't know if they're going to yet. Possibly that could be what that means. This could be that they're about to communicate with you or they're just trying to figure out what to do about it. I know they are draining me. King of Pentacles is next, which is the overall energy of the reading. Again, Virgo energy. Sometimes it's Taurus energy. This is someone who's stable and abundant in the physical world. It's 1/2 of the people that build the 10 of Pentacles. This is telling me that your person is, a lot of times for me in a reading, it's not just the cards that are on the table that tell me something. It's the cards that aren't on the table that tell me something. I keep seeing the King of Pentacles, but there's no Queen. There's no 10 of Pentacles. It's like there's something missing here. Your person is by themselves or you are by themselves and they're trying to figure out what to do about that. Because from their point of view, that you guys are supposed to be together. You're supposed to be together here. I mean, like, there they are chained together here. I've got the King and Queen of Cups out here, more counterparts. So from your person's point of view, you're supposed to be together. I even have the Empress and the Emperor here, but there's this King of Pentacles energy between the two of you. So I don't know if your person's a Virgo or if they have some financial stability about them, but you're not together with them, and they're trying to figure out obsessively what to do about that. The final card to clarify the devil is Justice, the Libra Major Arcana card. It's the most powerful card of balance in the deck. Your person has he's like an energy drain to them. This is about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. The sword in this card is used to sever something that's not in balance, so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. Like what's supposed to happen can happen. There's definitely something not in balance. We got the devil out here twice. We got death. We got the Two of Pentacles. And them trying to figure it out and having all this sadness and remorse. But there's two cards here about trying to do what's supposed to happen. Trying to make this right. This is about getting justice for the unjust thing that occurred. And the fact that this card is here tells me something unfair and unjust occurred. Especially when it's with the devil. I think your person is trying to figure out how to balance this back out and do the right thing. Oh my goodness. I wish they'd figure out how to stop sucking the energy out of me. Lord. The final card for your person here in March 2022, Scorpio, we actually got two. We got the Sun and the Knight of Swords came out together. So the Sun is Leo energy, Major Arcana energy. It's the happiest card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. Can't really get a better card than the Sun in a love reading. Now, another thing about the Sun is if you look at our solar system and how it's put together, the Sun's in the center and all the planets revolve around the Sun because the Sun has all the gravity. It's like it's got us all trapped in rotation around it. Which goes back to what I was saying about the devil card here. This has got so much magnetic pull to it. This connection's so powerful, they can't escape it. So this is telling me the same thing, that they can't get away from this. This connection to you has so much gravity to it, they can't escape it. It's also telling me that they view you as a source of happiness in their life, like the sunshine that lights up their life. This Knight of Swords, again, it's the fastest knight in the deck. Knights are action takers. We're making progress going from the Page of Swords, where they're trying to figure out what to do, to now them actually doing it. This is an action-taking energy. This is about rushing forward and speaking the truth on something, rushing forward, taking a rapid, very decisive action on something. So it looks like your person's trying to figure out how to balance this out here. Trying to figure out how to communicate, what to say to you, to try and get the stability back, to try and balance this back out, to try and put the connection back together, to try to get back to their happiness. And now here they are rushing forward, speaking the truth, or taking some decisive action now. So tell me about the Sun and the Knight of Swords. Why is that here for Scorpio's person in March 2022, please? Why is the Sun and the Knight of Swords here? Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles, more Virgo energy. Again, the card of work, putting in the work on something, putting in the time, effort, and energy on something to try and get what they want. The Lovers, again, divine counterparts. This is a powerful connection. They believe that they're supposed to be with you. They can't escape you, this connection. Ooh, my ear is ringing. They can't escape this connection. This is, from their point of view, who they're supposed to be with. Now they're ready to balance this back out and put the work in on this connection with you. Knight of Cups, actions toward love and emotions. This is coming forward with romantic gestures, romantic offers, trying to offer the cup of love to you again, trying to move forward in this connection with you. The Hierophant, Taurus energy of commitment, taking things to the next level. They're trying to get this connection back. And if they haven't already started taking actions and speaking truth about that, they're fixing to. To clarify the Sun and the Knight of Swords, I got the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. So I got a lot of fire energy out here, a lot of passion and desire. This first card, the Nine of Pentacles, is more Virgo energy. So I feel like I've said Virgo a lot and Gemini a lot because the lovers keep showing up. Notice we're going from the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. I've talked about the Ten of Pentacles a few times, and I've got half of the counterparts that build the Ten of Pentacles. I'm just missing the Queen and the actual 10 itself, but at least we're making progress now. We're going from the 8 to the 9. This is a singles energy. This is with you or without you or in spite of you. I'm single and abundant and prosperous in my own right. I don't need someone to physically take care of me. I don't need someone to financially take care of me. I can do that stuff on my own. This doesn't necessarily mean that your person wants to be single. It just means that they are right now. And I think that's what they're trying to do something about. I don't think they want to be single from you. They clearly don't. They want to be with you. I've got the damn Lovers on the bottom of the deck and them wanting to put in the work on that and move forward in this connection and get the commitment back. Next card to clarify the Sun and the Knight of Swords is the King of Wands. This is Leo or Sagittarius energy. Again, I'm seeing a lot of the different kings out here. I now have literally all 4 of the kings and the Emperor. So this is feeling to me like at the beginning of this, your person was not fully balanced. They were missing some stuff here. They were missing the other 2 components to actually be the Emperor. In your energy or in your person's energy, they're representing you as the Empress. So this is telling me that even from their point of view, you weren't the one that was off balance. They were the one that was off balance, out of whack. Something was missing from them. I think they've gone through a transformation about this, though. This King of Wands is someone who knows exactly what they want. And they go after what they want with bold, passionate, fiery determination. The King of Wands doesn't really take no for an answer. He doesn't accept obstacles and roadblocks. He doesn't accept defeat. He goes around that stuff. He finds a way past that stuff. This is the dude who will move mountains to get what he wants. He's either going to find a way or he's going to make a way. I don't think he wants to be single. He's got this person... I shouldn't say he, because this could totally be a female. This is just because there's a man on the card doesn't mean that we're talking about a man. It's just masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energies in us at all the time. I'm every bit as capable of being the Queen of Cups as a woman, or the High Priestess as a woman would be. And a woman is every bit as capable of being the King of Wands as I am. So the next card to clarify this, it just means they have a lot of passion and desire for you. They want you. They view you as happiness. They're rushing forward, speaking the truth on something. Probably going to say something about they don't like being single and they want to get you back. And I'm hoping they're going to spill their guts about what happened here, because next I have the Seven of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is lying, cheating, stealing, sneaking around behind your back, deceptive behavior, trying to get away with something that they shouldn't have been trying to get away with. That could be what they're having, the sadness and remorse that I keep seeing. They took some steps down a brand new path. They walked away from you, detached from you, to go look for the grass being greener on the other side, and realized it's not. And now they're trying to come back. They've done some soul searching here. So I'm hoping they're going to come forward and tell you what really went on with this, and like be very truthful with you. This is also can be an energy of self-preservation, like not wanting to be hurt. Like the reason the guy's stealing the swords is he doesn't want to be hurt by the swords. He doesn't want those used against him to hurt him, so he steals them to make sure they can't be. Can also be an energy of leaving something behind, because he can only carry 5 swords and he's got to leave 2 behind. But it can actually be any one of those 3 things, or any 2 of them, or all 3 of them at the same time. So yeah, your person probably doesn't want to be hurt anymore. I don't think they want to be single anymore. I think being single actually is painful to them. And they probably want to leave that behind. They probably want to leave what happened in the past where it belongs. But they definitely did something they shouldn't have done. And they're trying to come and talk to you about it. Because we got this 10 of Wands next, Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that your person's carrying here. Now it's also a 10, and in tarot 10s are completions, so this is the spot where they get to lay this burden down and move forward without it. Or at least it's the spot where they should be able to lay the burden down and move forward without it. Whether they allow themselves to lay it down, whether they can leave that behind or not, I don't know, but they're definitely burdened by what they did. And I think they're also burdened by the fact that they're single and they don't want to be, and probably to the point of obsessing about how to get you back and trying really hard to figure that out because they feel like they can't escape this connection. Final card to clarify the Sun and the Knight of Swords is the Seven of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive about something, but it's more about trying to defend their position, trying to defend their stance on something, or being willing to fight for what it is that they desire, being willing to fight for this connection. I think that's what's going on here. I think they're going to rush forward and speak the truth to you about how much happiness being with you brought them, and how being without you is not what they want. They're burdened by that. They want to leave that behind. They have all this passion and desire for you. They want to get you back. They don't want to be single anymore. And I think they're going to come clean about what they actually did because it's burdening to them. That could be something that they're feeling controlled and stuck by. That could be what they're doing the soul searching about. It wouldn't surprise me if they... I can see from the energy here that they were the one that was missing something, not you, Scorpio. So I'm hoping they come back and are totally clean about that. I hope they figured that part out, that they were the one missing something and not you. But they're definitely wanting to come back and do the right thing and make this right and fight for the connection with you. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Scorpio love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.